Previously on Chosen Ones, Peter checks in with our 4 sparks, switching Brandy back to God's Liquor after his test comes up green instead of black. Peter warns there are withdrawal symptoms from God's Brandy, and sure enough, Brandy ends up suffering exhaustion after not consuming more that night. All the sparks in training travel with Libris to the shores of the Wicklow Ocean, where they meet the elemental god Nather, using a special summoning ritual. The god takes them across the ocean into a silvery gate where they enter a domain known as Jackrabbit's Keep, a place for both mortals and the supernatural to coexist without harming the other. They split into 2 groups, our 4 sparks journeying with Libris into the starry fields to meet Dara, who grants each of them a gift based on what they ask of her. Nather interrupts shortly after Brandy receives his gift, and the 2 swap sides, with Nather taking the group back into the forest.
Break me down, we keep fracturing, so you'll forget your place and never find grace. Fly me away before the clouds are paid, so we will lose our wings within the storm. Breathe me, take what's left of me. I lose my mind to fate, I cannot disgrace. Heart beating hard, erase your belief. I will destroy what's left, no matter where. Get with the tune, harmony, the shadow in this sea. Come to the page, the curtains rising soon.
You go through the tall grass, the starry night sky fading and giving way to the bright sunny afternoon near the forest edge. Nather quickly vanishes inside, and as you follow, you hear the sounds of crickets chirping loudly, and you feel like you've traveled miles in less than an instant as the world changes around you, the trees becoming taller and wider as you go, with silvery veins in their bark. I want everyone to roll perception as you walk.
Shui's like, hey, is it nighttime already?
It's not nighttime here in the forest. It's just it's like the trees are kind of obscuring the sunlight a little bit the deeper you go, but it's still light.
I see.
It was night when you had gone into the starry fields. So 17, 13, 20, and 18? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Shui is the only one who doesn't see this. So as you guys are going... Actually, no, Shui would still see this. You just want to get the detailed one. Mm. So every now and again, as you guys are moving, you think you see this large black shape kind of going through the forest. And Shui, you kind of don't pay it mind. You're just like, oh, it's just another creature in the forest or whatever. But the other 3 notice, upon closer inspection, it appears to be a pure black goat with white eyes staring out at you from the trees. When you make eye contact with it, its eyes flash for just a moment before it turns and vanishes deep into the woods.
What color were its eyes?
No, you wouldn't see it. Avayath would, though.
What color were they, Avayath?
They flashed purple.
That goat's eyes flashed purples and it disappeared.
Okay. No, okay.
Yeah, what's up with that? Someone following us out here then?
What did you see?
It was a black goat with weird eyes and its eyes flashed purple and then it went away.
Just another traveler in the keep.
Alright.
Hey, goat, you want to talk to us?
Shut the fuck up, bear.
It seems like it's already wandered off.
Let's not bring folks towards us.
This is just going to make friendly conversation. I don't see the harm.
Bad call. We don't know who the fuck's out here.
Very well then. I mean, it seems like it already noticed us anyways.
Yeah, but if it were friendly, it would have come up to us.
You said you saw flashing eyes?
Yeah, purple flashing.
Purple flashing eyes. Yeah, don't know what that means.
But it sounds cool, Shui says.
Wonderful.
Eyes that flash can be little rare. Something hiding itself within itself, which is difficult to do in the keep.
So something powerful then.
Best we keep going, yes?
Right behind you.
Brandy stands a little bit closer to Theo as they walk.
Theo is visibly shaken still.
So Nather eventually leads you to a large tree with a thick trunk that extends upwards into thousands of branches, with a cap of leaves that seems reminiscent of a mushroom cap almost, and the tree appears to be coated with a red sap that drips down the trunk, and you can see these large orange berries hanging up above, and he stops at its base and waits for you all to gather underneath him.
Do so. Still looking out into the woods currently.
Avayath bows.
This is the Alden Tree, the first tree that ever grew in this forest. It is said to hold fortunes for the future. An old chosen one, Miss Cecil Miss Coralie, still visits here every so often, along with a few others.
Theo's ears perk up.
We'll be making our way up the trunk now. Stick close to me, or you might fall without my guidance.
We're climbing?
Yes, we have to go up.
Before we go any further, can magic be cast in this place?
It can in low forms. Depends on what you are. Gods obviously have a little bit more leeway than a normal mortal would.
What does low mean?
In mechanical terms, it means first level spells.
Well, fuck me then.
So cantrips and first level spells.
Gotcha.
If their spark is a spell, could they still use it?
You could, technically, although this world does not allow you to do anything damaging. So, if you have a damaging spark, that would not work.
Alrighty.
So, stick close and follow me. Up we go.
Oh god.
There we go.
And he starts flying up the trunk, and as you follow him, it seems like you are sticking almost to this sap as you walk, like it's holding you in place as you continue your way up the tree. And once you get to the top, he kind of looks over at you all and waits for you to settle in. At the top of the tree, you can survey the entire forest. You see the starry fields to your right, as well as the gates just before the entrance of the forest that you went through. But to your left, you see a very swampy area, almost completely shrouded in mist, with all of these crows kind of flying overhead.
What's over there?
Oh, that's the Forgotten Marsh. It's best not to journey there. They say before Winona was sealed away in the moon, it was quite the peaceful place. Now those that wander in tend to get lost.
Huh. As his gaze kind of sweeps over it then.
Everything the light touches.
Fuck off, I knew it. I was waiting to
kidding.
say the same damn thing.
I'm kidding. But he reaches up and he pulls one of those orange berries down from the tree with his beak and drops it in front of him.
Take one of the berries and crush it in your hands. Only one berry, please. Inside should be a token. Show it to me and I'll tell you what it means.
Ooh, okay. Shui is going to run over to Avayath, and he's gonna bounce off of him for height, and then he's gonna nab a berry, and then do a little flip, and then land.
Really taking to your form there, huh, Rabbit?
Shui's like, it's fun! And then he crushes the berry.
When you crush it, inside you find a pearl.
Pearl? He picks it up, and he's like, what's this? Is it a diamond? Oh, okay.
No, that would be a pearl. That is the token of precious luck. Things are about to turn around for you in a way you don't expect. Place the pearl under your pillow when you sleep.
I can keep it?
It's yours. It's your token.
He, smiles, and he goes like, yes!
Draga, look, he got a shiny rock.
Draga's not here. And also, don't say her fucking name out loud, Bear.
Oh.
God.
Jay, the roleplayer, forgot.
Don't say his name out loud either. Don't invoke him.
Looks at the fourth wall, anyways.
Looks at the audience.
Avayath picks a berry, crushes it.
Inside you find a wilted flower petal.
Huh. A flower petal.
Nether comes over and looks at it in your hands, and wings ruffle a little bit.
Token of missed opportunities. Something important to you is about to be lost. Surrender the petal to the breeze and come to terms that not everything will happen the way you want it to.
And as he says that, even before you're able to fully grasp this petal, it is just grabbed by the wind and goes away.
Damn.
Avayath's eyes don't follow. He's just kind of staring at his hand now, like, wondering what's going to happen.
You weren't the only one to receive that token today.
Essence.
Yeah, I was about to say, I bet it was fucking essence.
The little frog got it.
Oh.
Alright, fucko.
Oh.
Is this fate something that can't be changed?
Not when it comes from the tree, no.
I understand.
There is room for interpretation, and there is room for things to happen in a way different from how you may expect. Just because something seems to align with what this token told you, that might not be it. Or maybe it is. It's up to you to decide.
I see. Well, can't be that bad.
Stop being so... Every time. It's
Death
like,
flag,
"Oh,
death
can't be
flag,
that bad."
death flag,
Yeah.
death flag, death flag.
She's like, yeah.
Are you gonna die?
No, of course not. I would never die.
He'll trail off, and then Avayath went all positive, and she was like, oh, there he is. That's why I look up to him.
Theo will look to Brandy and see if he would like to go next.
Brandy looks to Theo.
They blink at each other.
Brandy liked to be edgy and go last.
You know what? Fucking fine. Shut up.
Alright, Brandy will take one, then, and squish.
You squish, and 2 pebbles come out. One made of gold and one made of coal.
What the fuck? I got this.
Nether comes over to you and looks in your hand to see them.
Ah, token of twinned outcomes. This indicates you are on a path of success, but there might be something along the way that makes you question that path. Keep them both for now, and when you're ready, burn the coal and melt the gold over its flame.
Okay.
He nods at you, and then turns his head towards Theo.
Well, can't possibly be bad, right? He'll jump up a little, because he's short. Pick a berry.
Yeah, you crush it, and inside you find a small red seed etched with strange symbols.
Seed?
Nether comes over to you and looks in your hand.
Ah, that is the rarest token by far. That is token of the Fate Walker.
Oh. Great.
She was like, that sounds so cool.
This is an interesting one. It's one that means you have the potential to break out from the confinement of fate and make an entirely new path. Plant it in a place that has meaning to you and leave it to its own devices.
Theo, even though you can't see his human form, he looks conflicted. He looks like he wants to be terrified, but also it's like, but what if? Because there's a secret of his that he would tell this bird later that might contradict what he just got.
And the bird ruffles its feathers and looks at you all.
Well, let's travel down then, shall we? And head our way back to the gate.
Sure.
Okay. Theo puts the seed in his pocket, and it burns a hole in his pocket.
Yeah, Nether starts to fly down, and as you follow him, your feet kind of stick to it as you're going down.
Sticky spot.
And you all start making your way again through the forest.
That was fun. I do like the idea of looking into the future, so it was nice. Don't know what to say about what I got, but it's
Same.
yeah.
Maybe you could do me a favor and use what you got to change what I got.
Oh, if I could, I
I feel
would.
like that ain't how it works, bud.
I know, I'm joking.
So you all keep going through the forest before you see that black shape of the goat step directly in front of you all.
Hey, it's the goat. Hello, goat.
Brandy gets in a very defensive stance immediately.
Shui bounces up a little bit, and he's like, whoa, who are you?
Hey.
It appears to be staring at you all.
No need for such mysterious forms in this realm, don't you think?
And it's just kind of still staring at you all.
Who the hell are you?
It does not answer. It continues to stare.
What do you want?
Don't be shy. If you wish to be friends with us, then why don't you say something? Hello, I'm Bear.
We have places to be. Shouldn't you step aside?
And it's still staring, and it kind of like starts raking its hoof against the ground.
There's no need for threats. We can't hurt each other here.
Brandy gets even more defensive.
There is a long pause before you finally all hear.
You are not welcome here.
Ooh.
What do you mean by that?
You are not welcome. Get out.
Yeah, okay, I'll go right now.
Does that voice sound familiar at all?
Roll history check.
Cool. I have bad history right now. Okay, 13.
13? Vaguely familiar. Not quite sure where it's from, though.
Hair stands up on back of neck.
Shui kind of puffs up and like kind of bounces. And he's like, hey, what's the big idea?
Everyone is welcome here. This is the keep. This is a place for everyone, including you, whoever you are.
And again, kind of scraps at the ground.
I'm claiming this. This is mine now.
Okay, I mean, if you get out of the way, we'll leave right away.
Now there's just kind of very defensively stepping in front of you.
You are addressing a god. Hold your tongue.
And they're kind of just staring each other down.
Maybe you're addressing one too.
Then they're kind of, again, just standing there staring at each other.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Would this person still count as a humanoid in this world?
I don't know. You don't know what they look like when they're not a goat.
I sure don't.
And what do you plan to do if we refuse to leave?
I'll kill you. So get out.
We're trying. Get the fuck out of the way.
Such big language. Again, no harm can come to these people as long as Dara remains in charge, so who are you to oppose her?
It stops for a moment and paws its hoof like a few more times before it slowly turns and starts to walk away.
All talk and no bite. Let's keep going, yes?
You just said it can't bite in this world.
It can't, but it puts on a big show.
Surprised it didn't try.
Be grateful that it didn't. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's go right now.
Yeah.
Are we sure we shouldn't stay to defend anyone who might get hurt?
I don't think we really can.
It shouldn't be able to. Dara is still in charge of this plane. Unless it wants to challenge one of the three main goddesses, which good luck with that.
Very well then, I'll trust your judgment on that.
I'll let Dara know to keep an eye out on him.
Avayath nods and leaves.
And you all keep going and walking through the woods, and you hear a commotion kind of up above. As in front of you, you see Libris and the 4 other animals currently rushing towards you. And Libris kind of stops with a start in front of you all, and it's just like, "Nether, our time here's been cut short." And as she says this, the silvery gates kind of open up directly behind her, and she gives like a little yelp as they swing open and narrowly miss her.
What the hell do you mean?
Nether looks down, his wings fluttering in annoyance.
Did someone make her mad?
And Libris is just like, "No time for that! Bring the sparks down. Let's just take our leave before we get banished, yes?"
Shui's kind of sad. He's like, it's time to go already?
Yes, but we'll be able to come back. Don't worry.
Well, let's fucking go.
Theo's already ready.
Nether sighs, and you feel yourselves kind of lifting up off the ground again as you're gliding towards this gate, and you all rush through. Libris jumps in a moment later, and Nether kind of looks back at you 4.
You all go in first. I'll close the gates behind you.
Goes in.
Understood. Goes in.
Like, pushes Theo along, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes in.
You all go in, and you hear the gates very quickly close behind you. Oh, yeah, and you hear that slamming of metal as the last person exits the keep, and you find yourselves back on the rocky cliff to the Wicklow Ocean. The others kind of dusting themselves off with what appears to be like a shimmering blue powder. And you hear Riddle speak up and say, "Nice going, Miss Pale Gold. You even managed to piss off the gods." And Essence, who seems particularly coated in this powder, looks to him with her halo glowing very radiantly bright in the darkness, and she's like, "I didn't say anything this time!" And Riddle kind of puts up his fingers like he's quoting, and is just like, "I told you never to come back here. Sounded like you'd said plenty to her before."
Looks at Essence.
She looks like she is fuming right now.
Well, to Libris, Shui's like, what's that powder?
Oh, it was the start of a banishment spell, but we're fine. We're all here.
To Essence, Shui's like, You've been to Jackrabbit's Keep before?
No, I've never been there before.
Insight.
Go for it.
Look at you with your +1 now.
Yeah. Avayath's a big boy now.
Oh,
shit.
19
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Okay, were those the only 2 insighting?
Yeah, Theo is not paying attention. He's literally shaking on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, get mixed signals. Brandy. Little confusion. Not quite sure. She seems unsure of herself when she says that.
Squints.
And Libris is just kind of looking between everyone. It's just like, let's all calm down. It seems like a misunderstanding. Tara is normally quite kind, I assure you. And Essence looks towards her and is just like, you call that kind? I should have spit in her damn face.
Hey, chill.
Yeah, Libris does not look happy with that. It's just like, Essence, that is a goddess you're talking about. She could be listening. Show more respect. Essence just kind of bites her lip at that, and in response just looks up towards the stars and is just like, come fucking fight me, you stupid cow!
Hey,
She's going to get fucking smited.
quit it.
Essence, that's no way to talk to a god.
Yeah, you just hear Libris go, Essence! And Essence just turns away, is just kind of cursing under her breath, and she's like, whatever, I failed, I get it, I'm going back to the cabin. And she starts storming off.
If you don't keep your temper about you, you're gonna keep fucking things up.
I didn't say anything to her!
You're your own worst enemy, partner.
She keeps walking.
Shui is like, who is that goat?
A goat? I would note now there is not with you all anymore.
You're the goat with black horns and purple eyes. Her eyes that flash purple.
I haven't heard of that creature before in the keep.
Well, what's his name said that they may have been disguising themselves. On top of already being in that form.
A disguise on top of a disguise. It's rare.
That's what Nether said.
And Shui's like, he told us to get out.
I told you to get out.
We were there first.
He had the audacity to claim that he was claiming that place as his own.
I see. I will let Dara know to immediately banish any black goats with violet eyes, you said?
But that's the thing, is they weren't actually that. They were disguising themselves. So they could be anything.
I see. What I said still stands. There are sometimes less than savory things that end up in the keep, but nothing can hurt you. As long as you keep your identities protected, should be fine.
Theo the whole time basically has been like pretty much on his knees, like kind of patting the ground like, oh god, I'm back, this is reality. And basically probably shaking.
Dara is the second most powerful goddess in the entire world. There has never been anyone who's been able to oppose her. She's had that keep for as long as anyone can remember.
Brandy will help Theo to his feet.
Are you all okay, though?
We're all perfectly fine and unharmed.
Oh, Shui has like a sudden realization, an epiphany, if you will. And he's going to pat himself down looking for his pearl.
You still have it.
Yes.
Brandy's not going to take his out, but just make sure that he has it.
Yeah, you have it.
Shui sighs a sigh of relief.
Draga sneezes. Purple dust everywhere. She's just like, I've never seen a goddess get angry before. This is quite scary.
Never seen a god before.
Draga's like, I have? Oh.
Avayath, like, folds his arms, pouts the bat.
Libris kind of turns to you all and is like, well, thank you all for moving quickly, at least. Perhaps I'll have Essence sit out of the final for this class.
Why, what's the final for this class?
Your final with me will consist of summoning Natha yourself, so you're able to access the keep in the future without my assistance. And she did not leave a very good impression. I don't know if she'll be welcomed back.
Gotcha. I feel like you guys isolating her is only going to send her down a darker path, though.
I don't know if she'll be allowed back in. She can give it a try. If she wants. I suppose the worst thing is she gets a permanent banishment. But she really didn't say anything to her. I don't know what made Dara so upset. Seemed perfectly well behaved. Up until we left.
She didn't seem like she knew that she'd been there before. She seemed confused about it.
Well, from trainings prior with other Sparks, I know sometimes there can be a couple rough patches we have to go through, so I'm sure she'll definitely get a mentor who's willing to work through that with her.
Yeah.
She's thinking in the back of her mind, not me though.
Is that gonna be you?
Hmm?
Yeah, you interested in teaching that?
She seems like she's quite capable. I don't think there's much I could teach her.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, if no one picks her, she'll always have Arthur.
Oh yeah, Arthur. He's been real on top of all this, huh?
He keeps to himself, but you'll be doing your assessments with him here in a week's time. Get to know him a little bit more. He's quite interesting.
I'm sure he is.
So anyway, I would like to go back to the cabin now.
Yeah.
Understandable. You have the rest of this week to study, train, do whatever you'd like before your final lessons with the mentors. At the end of the week, you'll be meeting with Arthur for a quick check-in, and then you'll be doing your finals and will be assigned a mentor.
Gotcha.
Right. So, yes, let's head back, all of you. Remember to keep close.
Keeps close.
Keeps close.
Avayath does the heading of the back.
Yeah, Brandy will summon his sword to his side as they're going back.
And as you all keep going, I want you to roll wisdom saves.
God fucking damn it. Good thing I don't have disadvantage on those. 14.
11.
My roll is fucking garbage.
First time I got a 16, but I get advantage now. So second time I got an 18 plus 1, 19.
So as you guys continue to go, everyone with Shui, you're still following Libris. You're going straight forward, keeping as close to her as you can. The world around you, though, Shui, appears to get darker and kind of harder to see, and the moon seems to be completely obscured by a blanket of clouds, but when before it had been completely clear in the sky. It's very quiet here, and it seems that you've lost sight of Libris and the other sparks, but your friends seem to still be following someone.
Hey, guys? Where are you going? Guys?
What do you mean, we're following Libris?
Looks at who's in front. Who's leading.
You don't see anyone in front of them. You all see Libris stop, though, and kind of turn back towards you and cock her head. Keep close.
Yeah, we'll just hold up. What's up, Shui?
She's like, who are you talking to? I don't see anyone.
Looks to Libris and then looks to Shui.
Libris kind of looks around, confused, and then seems like something dawns on her and looks back to you all and puts a finger to her lips, and she's like, "You need to whisper."
What the fuck do you mean?
Keep close.
Fucking explain.
Oh, go ahead. She starts walking forward.
No. Fucking stop.
Looks back at you.
I'm gonna grab her.
Explain what the fuck's going on.
She looks at you and blinks a little bit, and she looks down at you grabbing her, and she goes, "Quite rude."
Yeah. It's quite rude not to tell us what the hell's happening.
She kind of tries to pull away from you. Let's go then.
Why can't Shui see you?
Let's all just keep calm. It seems like a misunderstanding.
Shui, can you see her yet?
How far away are they?
Not very far, just a couple feet ahead of you.
I'm gonna back up towards Shui, actually, and grab Theo and Avayath as I do.
Yeah, Shui, to Theo's question, is just like, no, I don't know who you're talking to.
She kind of stops and looks directly at you, Brandy, and her expression seems to change and grow darker almost as she's staring at you.
Tell them.
Oh, fuck off.
Alright, we need to go. Let's go. Hey, y'all, let's go.
He starts pulling them harder.
As you start to go, you seem to hit almost this, like, invisible black barrier directly behind you.
Fuck.
And as you're looking forward, this form of Libra seems to change. It almost looks like this black substance just starts oozing from her hair over her face and forming into these giant antlers on top of her head. And you start to see this form take place in front of you, Shui, as well.
Shui's like, what? What is that?
And it's still looking directly at you, Brandy.
They'll always know who you are.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to cast Puppet on this fool.
Okay.
Do they count as a humanoid? Because otherwise it won't go off.
They do not.
Okay, then it doesn't work. Doesn't matter, I don't waste a spell slot because it's a racial feat. But he tries that, doesn't work. Instead, we're backed up against a wall.
Yes, it looks like a black mist. I want everyone to roll initiative, though, because you just cast a spell at it.
Oh god, I just want to go home.
This is I'm about to beat Essel's ass if we fucking make it back. I swear to God.
I'm here crying out for so you'll find me at last and wipe away our past. Even now, falling towards something beyond this new script. The show starts with us.